I tried to get on and go live, but the phone just kept glitching. It was real crazy. Welcome, my friends. Connect to your breath. Bring yourself to your body. Ground yourself in the present moment. Welcome, welcome. Just connect to your breath. Dropping right into your body, bringing your full awareness inside your body. How you doing? Hey sister, how are you? I'm having a plasma party over here. Hope you guys are doing well at this time, my beautiful friends. These energies are delicious, that's what I'm trying to say. You just woke up. Love is all around. You woke up. I'm going to bed soon. I'm feeling like I'm like overdosing on plasma today. Love is all around. And once you know that, once you tap into your heart, you realize that love is everything and love is everywhere. And one love to you, Gregory, bro. Good to see you here. You've had cold rain for clearing the energy and bring balance. Isn't it beautiful once the rain comes in and you just sit there and you connect with the rain and you feel the purification taking place on the earth and you connect to that sacred water spirit? It's absolutely divine. It's absolutely beautiful. We've had some beautiful sunshine today. And I made sun water, okay, my friends. So just get a jar and you put your water in it and just go sit out in the sun for the day. And that is sun water right there. So it's absolutely beautiful, potent. So that there, I've been sunbathing, I've been walking on the beach. So I'm having a bit of a plasma party here right now, my beautiful friends. But I just want to get this message out, okay? And because my last live stream, like I said, my friends, okay, we are upgrading big time at this time. We are letting go of so much density. And these energies, how I said, now is coming up to the 29th of October, the 30th of October, the 31st of October. The energy is coming through right now because of the 3-eye atlas, okay, all that. The energy that's coming through right now, it's like it's coming through us like a fine-tooth comb, okay? It's coming through like a fine-tooth comb. You probably find that this past month of October, you probably found that you've had so much intensity, like so much deep stuff come up that's been shaking you at the core, but it's coming up for your purification. And on the other side of that purging, on the other side of that density is the spiritual upgrades. And that's what I want to give you a heads up on, because we're receiving that amount of plasma that's coming through, and then you're doing all the right things. You're keeping your body balanced, okay? You're keeping yourself in check. You're staying in your heart. You're drinking the sun water. You're doing all these beautiful things, okay? What's going to happen, okay? You shift out all the density, and then you're going to have the beautiful spiritual upgrades, okay? You're going to start to see that things from the past, okay, that are surfacing. Yes, they're surfacing so you can, reflect, review, have a look, because maybe it's still residual stuff that's coming up, and you just stay present. Like I said, you stay present, you observe it. Okay, cool, it's shifting, okay? You'll start to find that when things are coming up now, it's gonna like come up like a purge, but like real quickly. Have you guys noticed that? It's like a purge. So you sit there, you're doing your, pardon me, you're doing your thing, and all of a sudden you get this bit of grief or something just come up. It's like a pocket comes up, and it's like shifting out of you so much quicker. So pay attention to that over the coming days, okay? Things that are gonna, everything's like rapid pace right now. So pay attention to that over the coming days, my friends, okay? But on the other side of the purge, because we've been healing, we've been processing all this old stuff. We've been clearing out all this old stuff. You're going to start to notice the spiritual upgrades. All your clairvoyant abilities, all your psychic mediumship abilities are starting to enhance right now, okay? And if you're not so used to that, you'll be like, well, this is trippy, okay? But you get little bits along the way, but you're going to start to see, pay attention to your dreams, okay? Maybe you want to keep a dream journal, but pay attention to your dreams, because a lot of your guidance will start to come through. For most of you guys, will start to come through through your dreams. Okay, I'm talking fast because like so much energy is running through me. Okay, so pay attention to the dreams, because a lot of us now as well, okay, we're about to quantum leap onto a new timeline, okay, a higher timeline, because as within, so without. So you're doing the inner work within, okay, things are changing and shifting up within. You're bringing in more light, you're clearing out the density, you're spiritually upgrading. Now your external reality has to be a vibrational match to what you're holding within. So go where the universe is pulling you right now. If the universe is pulling you to a location, go to that location. Yeah, the universe is pushing you, it's nudging you to take that leap of faith right now, okay? Take that leap of faith. We don't know. You don't know what's on the other side, but you know it's going to be a better timeline for you, because the energy that you're sitting now may feel dense and heavy because it's no longer matching your internal frequency, okay? So be on the lookout for that as well. You'll know. It's time to trust your spirit. I've got spirits confirming now, okay? You'll know it's time to trust your spirit. When it's time to go, go. You'll know when it's time to stop, when to go, okay? Just go with that. Remember your intuition, sharpen your intuition, trust your intuition. The other day, I was driving in the car park at the beach there, and I slowed down because my intuition, I knew straight up that the little kid with the ball was going to run in front of the road. The little kid ran in front of the road with the ball, in front of my car with the ball. And the parents, you know, they were upset and all that. But I was calm because I knew, because my intuition told me, I knew. So that sort of thing. Don't doubt your intuition. Your intuition is on fleek, and it's only going to get sharper and stronger. Okay, it's only going to get sharper and stronger, and you're going to be like, whoa, okay, you're actually so psychic, you're actually so clairvoyant, you're a medium. You know what I mean? So these things are going to start to enhance. So that's why I say it's important that you stay grounded with that, because spiritually, yeah, we could end up in, you know, we're in our crown chakra a lot when all these things upgrade, the third eye's upgrading. So bring yourself back into your physical body, yeah? Somatic touching, okay? The breath work, using the bowls, the singing bowls, feet on the earth, okay? Using whatever grounding crystals that you have. That's a smoky quartz, good for grounding. Black tourmaline, anything black, onyx, they're good for that. Okay, hey guys, welcome. And hi from Ireland. Sis, I'm noticing spiritual cleansing is so helpful right now, multiple times a day. Thank you very much for saying that, because that's another thing I was going to say. Spiritual cleansing, you can't always say this, but clear. A lot of you are transmuters, okay? What's a spiritual transmuter? You're someone who gets about in your community. You walk past people, and bang, you're clearing their energies, because their energies are dense and heavy. That's who you're doing the spiritual work. I do it all the time. I know I've been a spiritual transmuter for years. So you're going to start to see that your spiritual gifts are going to start to be a bit more enhanced, a bit more noticeable. You'll be like, whoa, I just walked past this person and all of a sudden I'm yawning or I'm coughing or shifting or something. It's the energy shifting, okay? You'll buzz out if you're not used to that. But now it's time for you to do the spiritual work, because you've been clearing that and you're ready for that. And your soul came here to do the spiritual work. So you may be sitting there at home right now scratching your head wondering, what is my spiritual work? I don't know what it's meant to, what am I meant to do? You know you're meant to be helping humanity at this time as we go through this shift. You'll know exactly what to do. You got to get out of your head. Get out of your head. Your spirit cannot work through you if you're in your head. That's the ego getting in the way. Be present. Let your spirit guide the way. Do you see what I'm saying? So clear. Keep clearing the energies, okay? Because that's what is happening right now. Like I said, the energy is flooding through right now. It's like a fine-tooth comb, and it's coming through, and it's clearing out old ancestral stuff right now. Karmic stuff, a lot of karmic stuff. Karmic loops are now closing off. We've had karma from past lifetimes. We've had karma from exes and things like that, family members in this lifetime. Now those karmic loops are coming to an end of a cycle, and that's exciting. You're wondering why these people keep popping up in your energy field, in your third eye when you're in meditation or in your dreams, because you're clearing that karma off now. It's finishing, it's closing, okay? I went to a sacred place yesterday because I was closing off an energy cycle for myself so I can get ready to jump into my next timeline, okay? So I went and I closed that loop. So you may find that you need to do things like that. Go and close the loop. You'll know what that means to you, okay? Close the loop, okay? Sorry, I'm just reading you guys' comment. It's real weird because just before, like when I went to go live, there was just, the phone was glitching. I couldn't even go on, so I had to just redo it. That's the thing as well. Pay attention at this time as well, because the energetics may be interfered with this amount of energy. Okay, so if we end up having like a blackout and things like that, there's nothing to panic. You don't panic. You just be still. You've been practicing for a long time now. It's practicing presence, trust in the universe, trust in the divine plan. Everything right now is in divine order. You have to trust that. Okay, everything is in divine order. It is happening for us. It's happening for humanity. There's so many big things. These governments have been on shutdown. They're covering up lots of things. NASA and all these sort of things. They're covering up a lot of stuff. Okay, but if you're in tune, you'll know. Okay, because you're having these beautiful realizations. You're having these beautiful epiphanies. Okay, you're a completely different person to what you even was last week. So pay attention to the things in you, and self-honor right now is a big thing as well. Okay, self-honor. Really take a moment, okay, to really honor yourself, because you have walked miles and you're still here on your path of ascension. You never gave up. You never quit. Okay, you're still here and you're navigating. Okay, and you're about to embark on a whole new chapter. Okay, these coming days is going to come through like I said, like a fine-tooth comb. I pull out whatever's there, and it may feel intense for you in whatever way your experience is. That's your experience. Try not to compare yourself to other people's experience and stuff. You've been doing this for a while now, so you know, you just be present. What's coming up is going to come up, and it's going to shift out of you real quickly, because the purging right now is quick. It's quick. I had a moment earlier today. I was like in the kitchen, and then bang, all of a sudden I felt a pocket of grief. I was missing my son Luke, and then boom, I had a cry, but the release was so quick. And that you're going to start to see that the releases are so quick, and then bang, it's like that. It just flows. Okay, so the more that you can surrender to whatever's coming up for you, just surrender to it. Okay, release it. Don't hold on to it. The minute you fight, I've said this many times before, the minute you fight it, try to push that emotion away, you don't want to feel it. Okay, you're just going to intensify it. The energy is working for us at this time. Okay, the energy is working for us at this time. So really, really stay present and really tune in and ground yourself and keep clearing yourself every single day. Okay, meditate, meditate, meditate. I cannot say that enough. Now's the time. If you haven't been meditating, if you've neglected your daily meditation rituals, get right into it and meditate, because there's messages for you. There's healing for you. When you're still and you're meditating, the healing takes place. The things that you've been running from, the things that you don't quite know how to go about, shadow work on a certain thing or some experience that you've been through, no, we'll meditate then, because your spirit's going to lead the way now. Okay, your spirit's going to guide you. And you're going to have that realization, well, and then you're going to release and cry. But then what happens is that you're going to start to see that you're going to have a certain level of compassion for this person now who put you through a certain experience from the past. Yeah, okay, wow. You're going to start to see it from a different lens. That's huge. That's perspective shift. Yeah, so you're no longer going to hold on to the anger and animosity and blame and resentment stuff for that person, because now you've seen it from your higher self, because you're embodying your higher self right now. You're merging with your spirit right now. So these coming days are potent. So just be wary that there may be some distractions out there. Okay, Matrix, you know what Matrix gets up to? Try to push out a whole bunch of distractions at this time to pull you off your path. Focus and get pulled into all those distractions. Focus at this time. Yeah. Joy says, when I release trauma and experiences, I always thank it for the experience and send it out to the universe with love. And that's beautiful, Joyce, because then when you can get to that point of gratitude, right, when you're releasing that trauma, you're grateful, because look, it's helped you level it up, right? It's helped you ascend. It's helping you heal your bloodline. So that's a beautiful thing. And when we release it, and we say our intentions. I release this, I transmute this into love. Say you're working on anger, or you're working on rage, okay, and you're clearing that out of you. Okay, because that sits in the liver. Okay, you're clearing that anger and rage out of you. You set your intentions. It's my intention to transmute this anger and rage into forgiveness. Okay, go and sit against a sacred tree. Okay, and you ask the energy of the tree, okay, to help you shift that energy, and you'll find you're tuned in, you're very present, you're connected to the sacred tree. Go to the tree first. Honor the tree. Put your third eye to the tree. That's what I do every time I go to the tree. I give my love and gratitude, and I give the tree some energy first. I give the tree love. Thank you. Okay? Don't worry what people think. People walk past some third eye on the tree. Don't worry. Okay? You're different. Accept that. You're beautiful. You're here for God's work. And then bang, sit with your back against the tree. Okay? And you're going to receive the energy from the tree, and you'll start to see, you'll feel the energy shifting. You feel the energy shifting in your liver even. Okay? You feel the energy shifting in your heart. You may sit there and start crying while you're by this beautiful tree. That's a beautiful thing. Let the energy shift. Okay? It's another way to clear as well. Okay, you've got to keep clearing. Okay, like Sis said before, you have to keep clearing multiple times a day. Even myself now, because and you look at it like this. A lot of people, they don't understand the ascension. They're not walking this path. Okay, they're highly plugged into the matrix. You get out and about, and you're observing people. You get it. Okay, you see what I mean? We're not better than them. That's just where they're at. But a lot of these people are carrying a lot of density, a lot of stuff. They're plugged into the matrix. They're eating poor diets. Okay, they're not in tune. Then it's like they're disconnected from their spirits. So you walk past them and you can feel their energy is dense as heavy. And if you're a transmuter, you're shifting the energy. So what happens? You need to keep your energy maintained. So you got to make sure, you clear your energy. Before you get in your car, clear your energy. Clear your energy before you walk into the door in your home. And then you go and do whatever you do, however you clear. I clear energetically with light. But if I need to, I'll jump in the ocean. You see? So that's a big thing right now, okay? Just stay real present with that, because then other people's energies will shift, okay? And there's new timelines for you. There's new things that you've been manifesting, things that are starting to come into fruition for you. So don't lose hope, because the universe gives us everything in divine timing, all in divine order. It's the ego that wants it here right now. It needs to be this way, it needs to be that way. Can you trust the universe more right now? Can you trust your ancestors more right now to carry you through this sacred time? You've been putting it out there. You've been asking. Okay, now you're getting a pull. You're getting nudge. You're getting the signs. Go with it. Okay, and just trust. Ask and you'll receive. You ask for everything and you'll receive it. And sometimes it may not come to you in a way that you're expecting. It may come to you in a completely different way. You always express your gratitude, because gratitude equals abundance. How do you live so abundantly? Because you live in a state of gratitude. I've said this many times. You stay in a state of gratitude. So like Joyce said, when she's purging, she's releasing trauma stuff. She's grateful for that. That's a beautiful thing when you can get to that point. That's powerful. Okay, when I'm sitting there and I'm purging, I'm crying. I had a moment before, I had grief come up. I missed Luke so much just before. And then bang, I was just in the kitchen. And then bang, tears shed. But they pass real quickly. And then that's what I do. Thank you, thank you. And I honour that. I honour that love. I honour that grief. And I honour my process. So try not to fight your process. You'll only make it hard at this time. It's a very potent time, my beautiful friends. I'm buzzing. It's potent. I'm sipping the ginger tea tonight. I've got the sun water, and you can also make moon water, okay? But I prefer sun water. So you just go put the water out in the sun, okay? Because that there, that's plasma water, baby. That's plasma, straight plasma water. That's an upgrade in a cup right here. So this is actually potent. I'm not going to drink all this tonight because it's very potent. And if you put powerful intentions in that, you don't want to put yourself in a healing crisis. So I've got two. Okay, so I'm going to sip that slowly. So it depends how powerful you are. When you know how powerful you are, this is magic, my friends. Okay, the plasma is coming through. Okay, it's here for us, readily available now. So set your intentions. Okay, keep releasing, keep clearing, and let go. Whatever you've been holding on to, okay, let go. Now's the time to let it go. It's like a vacuum right now. It's going to shift it up. Okay, on the other side of that pain. Okay, is that you're going to stand there and you're going to have those moments where you're going to look at yourself in the mirror and you're going to cry, because you'll be like, shit, look how far you come through everything you've been through. That when you went through those darker days where you never thought you can get up, when you struggled to get out of bed, when you were there doing it all on your own and no one knew what you were going through, and it was a struggle, it was hard, it was dense, it was heavy, and it was thick, okay? But you're still here. You managed to get up every single day, and you're still in your heart space through everything. All the traumas and all the things that you went through, you're still operating from your heart. So please take this time to honour yourself, and self-love as well is going to intensify right now too. You're going to stop picking on the little flaws. We do that. We pick on the little flaws of ourselves. Oh, because they're not perfect and all that. No, we're not perfect. We're perfectly imperfect. Be you and be good at it. You're going to start to see. You're going to start to notice all these beautiful changes in you. You're going to be there having a shower, get dressed, and like, I love you on a different level now. You see? Why? Because you've done that inner work. It just gets better. This is purity. We're returning back to purity because we are pure. You see? This light's coming through is helping us strip away from the layers of the ego, strip away from all the external projections, strip away from all the traumas, all the stuff we went through. All the stuff we went through. This is a time of purification, and the coming few days. Okay, I tell you now, the energies are profound, so please, my friends, okay, I just had to put this video out, okay, just to remind you, okay, and if it gets heavy and it gets thick, come back and watch this to remind you that you're going to get through it. You're going to get through it, okay? And like I said, if you really struggle, just tap in and you connect to everyone here on my channel. You connect to our tribe, you connect to the light workers, you connect to the light warriors on the earth at this time. You see your heart, see the light of your heart, okay? Our hearts, the light, we connect together. If you're really struggling, you do that and you connect, okay? And you'll feel us. You feel us. We charge up. We charge up together, yeah? Fit on the earth as well, okay? Doesn't matter what kind of lid we use on the jar of water. It's funny that, because I was actually wondering that myself. I'd rather use a glass lid, but I didn't have any of those jars here before. I used to make big ones during the day with the glass, like those big glass coffee jars or something. But this one's like, I don't know, but I didn't shake it up on it. So you can always just transfer it into something as long as it's covered. You can even just cover it with a bit of like, I don't know, I guess maybe paper or something. I'll put like a thing in it with a little rubber band. But yeah, that's the sun water, so that's good stuff. What sun, Susie? It bypasses island grey, white skies every day. Well, but you know what though? It will still work. So put the water out there because the plasma's coming through. Look, you can't actually run from the plasma because you think about it, we're inside and we're still being affected by the plasma. So you go put your water out there and it's all, cloudy and stuff like that. You're still going to get the energy going into your water cyst. Okay, so give it a go. I used to do this back in the day, but I used to do it with moon water and do all those moon rituals. But then when they did all those, I won't get censored, but when they did all that sort of stuff with the moon and all that, I thought I knew when to pull back. I'm not going to do any moon work. I feel now the moon is a lot more organic these days, but still, I'd rather just work with the sun because I'm very connected to the sun. The sun is our life force. We charge up from the sun, okay? You wake up in the morning, give your daily gratitude. Stay in the vibration of gratitude, okay? And remember to stay in your heart at this time because some people right now are struggling and you're going to start to see as this energy intensifies, some people's shadows, okay? Or their shadow selves of them or the entities that's attached to them is going to start to get a little bit hectic, okay, and try to pull you into the destructive behaviors and all that. Don't fall for it. Recognize, okay, that they're run by a lot of entities. Realize that they're in their ego, they're not in their heart, okay, they're not present. So it's up to you to stay present. When you're present, okay, and you're able to see this person's really stirring you up, maybe a family member, someone, something like that, they're really stirring you up, you stay super present because then you're not going to leak energy. And if you need to walk away, get away, go. Don't have to stay there. That's honoring yourself and honoring your boundary because those entities are trying to stir you up now. Remember that. They're unhealed, they've got a lot of nonsense going on. All those entities, they're going to try and stir you up now to try to steal you of your light, to leak you from your light, yeah? If you didn't catch the video, the live that I did the other night on the spiritual parasites, check that out, okay? If you guys are new here, check that out. And it'll give you an understanding, okay? So, and it's actually incredible. The amount of epiphanies and realizations that I've been having on my own healing journey, like lately, has been absolutely profound. And that's another thing as well. A lot of those entity attachments and those sort of low vibrating energies that, because when your aura is fractured, for example, and you've been through lots of traumas and stuff, okay, yes, everyone has entity attachments, okay, but you become more susceptible to having real dark ass energies in your aura affecting you, toying with you. If you've had like really deep sexual trauma, okay, a lot of us have been through this sexual trauma, okay, but you'll see now as you're healing that, because you've been healing, you're healing the womb space, those sort of energies are going to start to shift up and you'll start to see, wow, you'll really buzz out, okay, because the sexual trauma wound as a child is one of the most intense, severe traumas that a human being can go through as a child. Is very damaging, okay? But you're going to start to see all that shifting up and all those energies, they're going to start to shift with it. Because remember, when someone who does those sort of things, the perpetrator, they have a lot of wounds, okay? They've got a lot of entities attached to them, a lot of archons attached to them. So they go and do that and they hurt an innocent child. Now what happens, that innocent child ends up with energies onto them, okay? If you're like, it's a little bit out there, but if you have gone through a lot of sexual trauma, okay, women and men too, okay, but I can only speak for women with this healing side of things, okay, but what you can do, there's lots of things you can do to heal the womb space, to clear out the old energies from the sexual trauma. If you've heard of yoni steaming, okay, you can look into yoni steaming, YONI. So yoni steam is pretty much, I've done several of these over the years because it releases the energy, the sexual trauma energies, the dense energies from the womb space. Okay, so you get sacred herbs and you set ceremonial space and you're pretty much squatting over the herbs that have the steamy water, and it comes up and it goes inside you, okay, and it clears that old energy out. So these things are very, very powerful. Okay, another thing that you can do, okay, look, I'm a healer, so I do lots of different random things, and to some people may be crazy. Another thing you can do, okay, but just be safe. Don't go and do random shit just because I said, okay? That's just something that I've done. So another thing that I've done to heal sexual trauma on myself is, this is a selenite wand, but I had in the past, okay, around selenite crystal. So it was round and polished, but it was selenite, and I put it inside a little, plastic thing, and I inserted it inside me, and I sat in ceremony there to purify the old ass energies that was inside me, the sexual trauma energies. Okay, and that was very, very powerful. Very powerful, because what happens is when we heal the womb space, not just from sexual trauma, but when we heal the womb space, we claim a lot of our power back. The divine feminine is on the rise right now. Okay, that means our women are coming back, stepping back into their power. How broken and fractured were our women? And this, you look around, the more divine feminine women are on the rise. Look at you women that are here. You're fucking onto it. You're healing, you're tapping in. Okay, you're not that broken, fractured female anymore that you once was. You don't need to go and glam up and wear like heaps of makeup and go to try and impress and try to receive external validation and sleep around for external validation, all that. You're honoring yourself like the queen that you are. You're honoring yourself like the goddess that you are. So really embrace this time. It's a very sacred time for you, for the womb, for your third eye, for your crown, for your body. I was walking today and I've been having moments and moments lately, okay, of just honoring myself. I was walking today and I was heading out and I was walking to my car and I was just looked down at my legs and I was like, thank you, legs, because my legs are walking me. My legs walk me every day. Yeah. So that's what I mean. Tap in that way, because that's powerful. That's self-love on another level, because you've earned it. Okay. How far you've come. Like, you don't even have to earn self-love. Self-love is your birthright. We should be loving ourselves. The only reason why we stop loving ourselves is because of the traumas and all the nonsense that we went through. Now's the time. It's time for you, my beautiful friends, okay, women and men. Gregory, I see many women all coming into their power. It's beautiful. It's just so beautiful just to hear that. It's so beautiful. And same as men as well. I'm starting to see divine masculine on the rise now. It's real beautiful just to see that, men are actually stepping up again. It's such a beautiful thing. And that's the thing. Like, we all went through so much trauma. The men went through so much trauma. Women went through so much trauma. And now we're getting to that point where women are going to start to honor women more and more these days. And yeah, good on you, sis, and all that. Still out there's still a bit of division out there, but it's you and I that's making the changes here, my friends, okay? It is beautiful times, sis. It's beautiful times. But you see some women out there, they're still in a state of division. They're looking at other women, they're looking up and down at them, they're despising them, they're jealous, they're feeling threatened. Because when a woman feels threatened from another woman, and I've had this a lot through my life because I've always been a pretty confident woman, I've always been a gym goer and all that sort of stuff. But if a woman is feeling insecure, okay, within herself, she's going to feel threatened by another beautiful woman. Okay, so you cultivate that self-love for yourself. So when you see other beautiful woman, you raise her up. You look beautiful today, sis. I do that. There's a chick at my gym and I spoke to her the other day and I said, you're looking real good. And she was real surprised because chicks aren't used to hearing that. Do you know what I mean? They're not used to hearing that. They're just used to competition. At the end of the day, we're all beautiful. We're all different. We're all different. And beauty goes within. The matrix just is all this false ass beauty and all that. Beauty is deep within. Beauty is your spirit. Beauty is your heart. Beauty is your frequency. And right now, our frequency is rising, my beautiful friends, okay? So enjoy this luscious wave of ascension energetics, my friends, okay? Sip on the sun water, okay? Stay grounded. Keep clearing your energies, okay? Express gratitude and just float. And yeah, and also, like I said before, when I went to go live here just before, my phone just kept glitching out, okay? I've been having a few random glitchy things on my technology lately. So whatever happens with the technology, it is what it is. You just stay present. You don't need to fear. Just trust everything's in divine order, yeah? Joyce says, my hubby always walks beside me on the footpath. He walks by the edge of path by the traffic to protect me. We're both 70. That's so beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful. Hi, John, brother. Good to see you. How you doing, bro? I hope everyone's okay at this time. It's a powerful time, but some people are feeling it. Some people are purging at this time, feeling it thick. Some of us are coming out of it. Some of us we've done the heavy, yeah. Some of us, we've actually done the load. Like, that's what I mean. You're going to step into this new chapter now. And it's like, whoa, because all that hard work, that's what I mean. Hard work pays off. I look back and I'm reflecting on my journey. Like I said, I'm just closing off a whole karmic thing for myself right now, but I'm just looking back at my journey, and you guys have followed my journey. A lot of you guys have followed my journey from the start. Remember when I had the old YouTube channel before the censorship nonsense? Wow. I'm looking back over just the last 3 years, how far I've traveled and how far I've come. I walk around these days more empowered than ever. My crown is snug. It does not slip. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So how could you not love yourself for the hard work and dedication? Hard work pays off. Stay committed. Okay. Don't slide off track. If you slide off track, just get back on. If you slip with your diet, don't beat yourself up. Just get back on. If you have days where you can't train, it's okay. Just train tomorrow or the next day when you have the energy. You start to love yourself more and just go with your own flow. There's no competition anymore. There's no race. It just is what it is. You're at where you're at. I know where you're at because that's where you are right now. That's where you're meant to be. Yeah. And you are such a magnificent ray of light, and you're only getting stronger and stronger. Your light is only going to magnify more and more. You're a star. Don't forget that. You come from those stars. Don't forget that. Okay? It's a beautiful time. John's dancing with laugh. Ew! Joyce, yes, I feel lighter and younger. It's so beautiful. Isn't it trippy as well? Like, the more that you ascend, like, you look like you're getting younger. Your body's changing. Like, it's trippy, and it's such a beautiful thing. Actually, I was out the store earlier today, and there was two elderly women, and they probably would have been, I don't know, maybe 70 or something. Oh no, probably they weren't even that, actually. And they were just talking about they're old now and all that, and I hear this all the time. But people are talking they're old. They're creating they because our words are so powerful, you see. And it's like, you're only as old because you're not living a lifestyle that's healthy. That's why you feel old. You're not moving your body. That's why you're crunched over and crunchy and shit, because you're not moving your body regularly. Your diet's poor. You're not sleeping well. You're plugged into the mainstream stress vibes and all that. This new earth, we don't age. We don't age. We're reverse aging. You've heard them say that? Why is reverse aging? Because us human beings were supposed to live to hundreds of years old. I know I'm living I'm 40. I know I've still got many, many years up my belt. I know that. I know that. Okay. We don't age. Okay. Remember, the earth got hijacked. Everything got corrupted. We're heading back to those freedom days, my friends. This is the cleanup that we're in. This is why we've been going through this the last few years, for years now. Some people going through dark night of the soul for over 10 years, clearing and purging and purifying. Solar maximum the last few years. The sun's getting brighter. The sun used to be yellow. Remember when the sun was yellow? Now you look up at the sun during the day, you can't even look at it because it's so bright. Yeah, this is all the beautiful changes because we're in the golden era. New Earth. You see what I'm saying? New Earth. This is New Earth vibes. Okay, this channel is about New Earth. So try not to get pulled into all that nonsense out there. Stay on your path. Okay, your path is sacred. We can't go around comparing ourselves to one another and pointing the finger anymore. It's a time for unity. We have to unify. We stay in our hearts. Love yourself more. When you can love yourself more, then you're not going to judge others. If you're fine, okay, that you're still someone that judges other people, you're pointing the finger at other people and you're still judging because this person chooses to dress like this, or this person decides to work at this job, or whatever, you need to come back into your heart. Pardon me. Okay, if you find yourself judging, no, come to your heart, because that's your brother and that's your sister. You don't know what traumas they've been through. You do not know what they've been through, why they're sleeping homeless on the street. You don't know what they've been through, why they're addicted to drugs or alcohol. Okay? People don't just go and get addicted to things just for the sake of it. People struggle with addictions more than ever these days, especially kids even. They're getting younger and younger because of the traumas and the stuff they just can't handle anymore. Okay? It's too much for them. It's too much for their mental health to cope. So who are we to judge? You guys are solid. You guys are actually strong and brave enough to face those shadows. The shadows get lit. But some people, they're not brave and courageous enough like you. Some people don't even feel safe, let alone some people don't even have the guidance. I get excited when I get a new subscriber on my channel. It's been slowly growing, but I get excited because I feel like, cool, I can make a difference to this person now and their bloodline. And that's me doing my sacred work. I'm making a difference in your life, and I'm making a difference for your bloodlines, your ancestors. I'm not just helping free you. I'm helping free your ancestors. Like I said, I come here for the unpack. I'm the Rainbow Warrior. This is my sacred work. And I'm only going to get brighter and brighter. And when I lost my son, that absolutely broke me. 7 years ago, broke me when I lost Luke. And I've been piecing myself back together. I have been putting myself back together. Okay? And realizing, actually, yeah, I've been the light the whole time. I was on this path before losing Luke. But after lost Luke, it catapulted me. Like I said, I went and isolated myself, went and lived in the country for a few years and did the work. I unpacked it. And now I'm clearing up this karmic thing and I'm like, whoa. I've come so far. So just remember that. Okay, when you think that you cannot make it, when you feel like it's fucking heavy and dense and you just don't know anymore, okay, you have your faith, you have your trust. Like Jesus said, faith the size of a mustard seed. Okay, you secure that faith and trust at this time as the earth goes through this shift. Whatever's going on up in the sky, whatever's going on financially, whatever's going on with the politicians, the governments and all that, you trust. You never have to worry. You don't have to worry. You're not going to age because you're not going to have worry lines or nothing on your face. You're cruising along, you're trusting and you're gliding and you're in flow state, non-attachment. What happens, happens. Yeah, cool. That's how you skim along in the new earth vibes. That's a state of non-attachment. You're operating from your spirit now. Yeah? Worst case scenario, what? You're still going to be guided through. Your spirit's still going to carry you through, right? You see what I'm saying, my friends? So what's there to worry about? So how could you not celebrate? Celebrate you. Celebrate our success. Celebrate our tribe here. Gregor says, we appreciate you breaking open, sharing your journey. Oh, it's been an honor. It's been an honor. You know what? I didn't go through that for nothing. I had to pull people out of the darkness with me. Do you know what I mean? And then, you know what? And it hasn't been easy. It's been real hard work. And that's some of the tears I've been shedding lately because I'm like, shit, it's been significant for me. Now I'm about to jump into a whole new chapter. I'm like, I feel like I've just been reborn. That's the thing. Death and rebirth. You get ripped apart. You're having a moment where you feel like you're dying. It's a beautiful thing because you're going to be reborn. And that's what Ascension is. You get ripped apart. You feel like you don't even know life anymore. You don't even understand anything no more. It doesn't make sense. Maybe you're just having a spiritual awakening now and you're looking around and you think, what the fuck is going on? It doesn't make sense anymore. But that's the catalyst, those moments, to your rebirth. So you can live the life that you come here to live. We come here to live an extraordinary life where we are unified, okay? Where we have love in our hearts, where we are peaceful. We don't sit there, we don't worry, we don't stress. We sit here, we're zen. We're sipping the sun, water. Look at us, we live so luxuriously. You don't need all this money in your bank account to live luxuriously. The universe backs you. You're running out of a few dollars. You need the food. You speak to the universe is going to bring the food. You're going to have the food on the table. That's how abundant you live, okay? And like I said, you express your gratitude all every day throughout the day, and you watch that. You start to see the flow, the abundance flow, and you realize, shit, I've had everything that I needed the whole time, including the keys to my healing, okay? All the signs and everything the universe has given you. The universe has given you every single thing to this very now moment to help you navigate your ascension, to get you to exactly where you are right now, you see? Oh, you're welcome, Gregory. You're welcome, brother. Okay, my beautiful friends. So stay tuned. Stay inward over the coming days. It's super excited. I feel super excited. So yeah, I'm gonna go and let you guys go. And I'm probably gonna bounce around a bit and bounce off these walls. No, I'm actually gonna tap in and go and meditate. Hi, Rita. How are you, sis? I'm actually going to go tap in and meditate. So meditate. It's a very powerful time, my beautiful friends. Okay, so have fun. Enjoy these luscious, beautiful, amazing energies. Oh, hey, Deb, sister. Have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful day to you guys. It's nighttime here now. It's evening. It's probably about 8 p.m. around about that now. So at this time, if I'm not doing the live stream, that's my meditation time. I tap in, I connect to ancestors, I connect to the universe, and I'm excited to tap into tonight and see what the universe has in store for me. So have fun, my beautiful, amazing friends. I love you guys so very much. You guys are fucking amazing. And you know what? We're going to the top. You! One love. See you soon, my friends.